Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Yasar Ahmad. So we will continue with the spreadsheet functions set videos, and we are now on lesson 16. So if you check out the previous videos, we've looked at the lookup functions, VLookup, Hlookup, lookup and Xlookup. We're now going to be looking at lesson 16 using extract functions with the VLookup. So the extract functions has already been covered in the previous video, lesson 11. So we're using a left function to extract the first two values from this ID. So you can see equals left. And part of the function is to highlight the text or the cell that we're looking in, and then a number of characters we want to extract from the left. The right is pretty much the same thing, but we're extracting values from the right hand side. And then the mid function is used to extract values from the middle of a text string. So what we need to identify for this one is the cell, the text, starting number, so 1, 2, 3, 4, so fourth character in, and then how many characters we want to extract. So in this case, it was 2. So let me go back, okay, and click on lesson 16. So what we're going to be doing is we want to use only the values highlighted in red as a single lookup value to match up exactly with these lookup values here. So obviously this one will be the first value on the left side, the last two values on the right side, and so on. Okay, right, let's make a start. I didn't even finish writing out the instructions, but it's fairly obvious what we need to do. So we need to look up the text highlighted in red. It has to be used as a single lookup value, and it needs to match the contents of this range of cells in the table array. So let's go ahead and start. Okay. So I'll do it up here, equals VLookup. So the lookup value is going to be the first cell to the left of this barcode. So what we need to do is for the lookup value, we type in here left, and then we click on this cell here. We want to only look up the first character on the left side. So one character for the number of characters. Close that bracket, and then we're back to the normal VLookup. And then if I press comma, we can now go to table array. So we're looking up this information in this table array here. So we can highlight all of these cells here, and we can lock the table. So obviously when we do drag down this formula here, we don't want to move the position of these cells to any other position. Comma, and then column index. So we want to output the brand, which is going to be in the second column of the table array. So we can type in 2. And it's going to be an exact match now because we've extracted the first value from the barcode. So it should exactly match up with the values here. Close the bracket. And we have Samsung. So A is Samsung, B should be a Nokia. So let's drag this down. Yeah, that seems to be working. E should be Sony. Yeah. Right, in this example here, we already have the car name, but we need to find the model. So we have TONICHHO. So we're going to be using this code here, but we need to extract the last two values on the right hand side. So equals right, VLookup. And let's come up to here. So this time I'm going to just type in right. Click on the cell here, comma, and from the right hand side we need to extract two values. So let's put 2 in, close the bracket, go to the table array, and the table array is here. Let's lock the table array, press comma, and then for the column index we want to refer again to the second column to output the car brands, and again it's now going to be an exact match. You can close the bracket and job done. So Nissan is NI, TO is Toyota, and so on. Okay, this one here gets a little bit more complicated. So to get the student name, we need to look up the first two values. So BI is going to be for Beamer, OM is going to be for Omar, And then to get the number of GCSEs that they're doing, we're going to use the last two values, which will match up with the contents here. So if you are doing this sort of question, you need to ask yourself, where is this information going to be found? And then where is this information going to be found? And I can tell you now, this information will be in this range of cells, and then this information will be in this range of cells. Obviously, if I wasn't there to help, you didn't have a video, you have a question that looks like this, you need to use your initiative and find where can you find these lookup values in which table array. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the student name. So equals VLookup. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using a left function to start off with. Click on this text of or the cell, and we want to extract two values. Okay, we can close this bracket and return back to the normal VLookup. And then we'll go to table array. So we're looking up these values now. So B, I, O, M, A, D, they're all in this range of cells. And we want to output the name. So let's lock this table array, comma. In which column is the name going to be returning from? So it's going to be the second column. And we want to select exact match because we're only extracting the first two values of this code. So it should exactly match up with the values here. Close the bracket, job done. So Beamer is the first person. Omar should be the next one. AD should be Adele. Right, for the number of GCSEs, it's going to be a VLookup again, but we're going to extract from the right-hand side. So if we click on here, so right, and then we want to extract two characters from the right-hand side, close the bracket, we're back to the normal VLookup. So we're looking up these values to output the GCSEs. So the number of GCSEs that they're doing. Let's lock that table array, comma, and then column index, we want to refer to the second column, comma, and then we want to click on exact match. Close the bracket, and job done. So Beamer is doing 5 GCSEs, Omar should be doing 8. And Asim, he's feeling ambitious and he's doing 10 GCSEs. Okay guys, so actually there's another one, I just realized, I thought I was done. Now we're going to be using the mid function, okay? So we need to extract the values from the middle of this code to match up exactly with these values to get a stock name, shop, and the current stock value. So let me do the shop name first of all. So equals VLookup. Well, let me zoom in first of all. So we want to get a stock name. Equals VLookup. So what we're looking up, we need to use the mid function. We need to look up the code in red. So starting on a third character, and we want to extract the third of 3 characters from this code. Close the bracket, comma. The table array is here, so we want the stock name first of all. So we highlight just these 2 columns. Let's lock, comma, and it's going to be the second column that we're referring to and an exact match. So BBB is going to refer to chocolate. Shop would be the same thing, but obviously you refer to the third column. And for this one here, guys, I'll do the last example. We need to work out the stock. So this is what we have right now. And we've had a delivery as well. So what we need to do is basically add this to this. I mean, what you could do is you could create another column and you could simply do something like this. And then look up the third column. Or we can basically use 2 lookup functions which can be added together. So if I do something like this, VLookup, mid, click on this cell here, extract 3 values from the middle. So we want to go up to current, comma, 1, 2, 3. So the current is in the 4th column of what we highlighted, comma, it's going to be an exact match. So if I just close a bracket chocolate, there's 54, but we want to add the delivery as well. So now what I'm going to do is basically click on plus and then VLookup again. No need to type in equals. Again, we need to extract the three values from the middle, comma 3, comma 3, close the bracket, comma, come to the table array, and we want to go all the way across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the fifth column now. We'll lock, comma, the fifth column from the table array, and exact match. So what that should do now is we should add up the contents of the first VLookup to the second VLookup. So we got 77. Let me double check if that's the right number for chocolate. Yeah, that's fine. And there we go, guys. So basically in this video, we used lookup functions and we used also the extract function. So the left and the right and the mid function as part of the lookup function. Okay, I hope this video was useful. Please drop your comments below, like and share, and please help support the channel and subscribe as well. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.